So there was a fragrance brand over the last couple years that sold at Walmart that I really didn't want to purchase because I was skeptical, not only because it was sold only at Walmart, but also because of the price, which is like $18 to $19. I know at Walmart they have the Dolce & Gabbanas, the Versaces, but then they have ones like Land of the Free, and then the one that I'm going to mention here, I was asked by you guys over the last few months to pick some of these up, in which I did. I picked up 3 of them, and they are by the brand Cremo. I know now you can find them not only at Walmart, but also like TJ Maxx and Marshalls every once in a while. So I'm going to be reviewing 3 of the ones in this video by the brand Cremo. And so without further ado, let's get it. Alright my dudes, welcome back to my channel. This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with another fragrance video, but you guys mostly all know that. So again, over the last 4 or 5 months, you guys were asking me to pick up certain fragrances from the Cremo line, in which I did. The ones that you guys asked me to mainly pick up were Bourbon and Oak, Spice and Black Vanilla, and then Distillers Blend was mentioned a few times. I found the first 2 at Walmart, and the Distillers Blend I found at clearance at TJ Maxx, which you can find here and there. I've only found 2 Cremos over the last, I don't know, 6-7 months at TJ Maxx. They're mostly at Walmart for $18 to $19. So I was really skeptical to pick up any of the fragrances from this because I knew Cremo as a body wash, and their fragrances, not only the price, I just didn't know much about them until you guys started saying something. So I figured if it's worth the hype that you guys are mentioning it 50-60 times, might as well pick them up. So the ones again I'm reviewing today: Spice and Black Vanilla, Bourbon and Oak, and the Distillers Blend. Each bottle has a number on it. I think they have like 11 fragrances, so let me know if I'm wrong about that. Before I get into the video, as always, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell. Comment below, let me know what is your favorite of the 3. If there is other ones that is your favorite, if there's any other ones that I should pick up. I didn't really check out any of the other ones. These are the ones that you told me to pick up. I have tried them out now for months. I've had them for probably a month and a half, 2 months, and so I can give you the full breakdown. Also, consider following me on Instagram and TikTok if you guys do like my content. So with that said, I do want to advise you, I'm not sure if these are clones or if they're supposed to just be mimicking other fragrances, but as we flow through these 3, I will let you know what fragrances they smell like, just in case you like that fragrance, just so you know that there is a cheaper option out there for you. With that said, I'm going to start out here with the one that was the most hyped, the one that was asked for thousands of times from you guys, and this is Cremo's Spice and Black Vanilla, which I always call it Black Spice and Vanilla, but anyway, fantastic fragrance. I just have to get that out of the way. So I had to go on different sites to find the correct notes for these. There's only 3 or 4 notes for each one. For this one, the Spice and Black Vanilla, the notes are cardamom, cashmere wood, bourbon vanilla, and vetiver. When you first spray this on, it smells and reminds you of Spicebomb Extreme. It's not exactly like Spicebomb Extreme. I did tell you guys on my live just for a short bit, it is almost a fruitier, fresher version of Spicebomb Extreme. You get that bourbon vanilla flowing through the entire fragrance. You get some musk in there. And then you give it that cardamom, giving it that fresh spiciness. It doesn't have the really spiciness that you get from Spicebomb Extreme, or any of that real powderiness that you get from Spicebomb Extreme. It's lighter, it's fresher, it's more of an all year round Spicebomb Extreme in my opinion. I don't know if you could wear this in the really high heat, but with that said, Spice and Black Vanilla, really, really nice fragrance. It projects not as much as Spicebomb Extreme. I would say probably about arm's length for the first hour and a half to 2 hours. Then it sits really close to the skin. So the performance isn't that great, but I wasn't expecting it to be for the price. I would say probably 5 or 6 hours at max for the longevity. It's more of a skin scent after 2 hours. Spice and Black Vanilla, so you get that cardamom in the opening, you get that bourbon vanilla flowing throughout the entire thing. The main difference you can tell, besides that freshness compared to the Spicebomb Extreme, is that cashmere wood. It gives it this like bright, almost fizziness that you would get like an effervescent pop that you would get in more of like a freshy type fragrance. The cashmere wood comes off a slight bit woody, almost like an ambroxan-ish, but it's really nice. The main note you do need to know is that bourbon vanilla and that cardamom. There's also other things in here. That vetiver, I can't really smell too much vetiver, but there's some kind of like citrus or some kind of fruits here as well that you can tell, but it's more in the background and a little bit more muddled. But overall, it's just take Spicebomb Extreme, make it a little bit less heavy, and then dial it back, make it a little bit fresher, and have a little bit of this effervescence to it. And that's the way that I can describe Spice and Black Vanilla. It is a really nice cheapie if you're looking for one. My wife absolutely loves it. I think it's a great fragrance, especially for, again, I said you could wear it in the warmer months, not like Spicebomb Extreme. I would wear this fall, winter, spring, maybe early summer at max, but only at the nighttime. During the fall and winter, it's definitely a day or night fragrance. Quite versatile. I think it's definitely a little bit more of a youthful fragrance, but with that said, I'm wearing it and I'm 36 years old, so it's definitely nice. So again, that was Spice and Black Vanilla. Going into the next one, which I just realized, the one that I bought from TJ Maxx is actually this one, not the Distillers Blend. Going into the next one, this is Cremo's Bourbon and Oak. And again, this reminds me of something else, and I'll tell you about that in a second. I'm going to first give you the notes. There's 3 notes here for the Bourbon and Oak, and they are Distiller's Spice, Fine Bourbon, and White Oak. There's also leather in here. They don't say it. There's also some type of citrus, like a bergamot or something. And I do want to let you know, there's Distiller's Spice. I found out from all my research, there's a Distiller's Spice in a lot of their fragrances. And including all 3 of these, it is in the Spice and Black Vanilla. They don't tell you what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's like a cinnamon, black pepper, star anise mixture. Maybe some nutmeg or something like that, because it is in all 3. This one, so like I said, I was talking to 2 of my subscribers, Mo and Hamzat, and as soon as I got this one, and I said, the Bourbon and Oak smells like CH Men Prive. And Mo said, I don't really get much of the leather, and I said, I definitely get the leather. The leather is definitely there, it's just not as forward as CH Men Prive is. So what this is it has a little bit of a freshness in the opening. That goes away very quickly. It's that masculine casual. You get that spice, you get that bourbon or that whiskey, that really prominent boozy note mixed with like a leather and woods. Mix it all together and it's a nicely blended fragrance. It lasts about 7 hours. I'll get the projection out of the way. Again, it's another moderate projector, not too heavy. Very similar to CH Men Prive. I'd say 6 or 7 hours. But with that said, it's a masculine casual date night fragrance, just like CH Men Prive. Doesn't smell exactly like it. That leather is not as pronounced. You don't get as nice of a spice in this one, even though it is still nice. And then the woods, you can definitely tell they're synthetic woods in this one. It is that oak, and the oak is forward more as you get into the base of the fragrance. But the notes really don't change that much. It's a very linear fragrance, as is most of these. It doesn't change too much. The only one in this fragrance that changes is that oak really does become more prominent. That leather floats in the background as you get that spice, and then you get that oak, and then that whiskey blend as well. It's a nice fragrance overall. I do like the Spice and Black Vanilla better, but if you do like CH Men Prive and you want something a little bit less inexpensive and a little bit of a different take on it, this is definitely it. That's Bourbon and Oak by Cremo. So now moving into the third one here. So this one is going to be my least favorite of the 3, although I like all 3 of these. The other 2 I love. This one is just a like. It is Cremo's Distillers Blend or Distiller Collection. This one got high ratings on Fragrantica, and I don't know if it deserves the highest ratings. I would give this probably like a 7.5, while the other ones I'd give an 8. So the Distillers Blend, the main notes you get in that are vetiver, oak, bourbon, whiskey. So it's like a bourbon whiskey is what they call it, but for me, it just comes off just like a bourbon. Like a synthetic booziness. Even though it's the Distiller's Blend, The booziness is way far back and not even prominent, like super prominent in this fragrance. And what's crazy is that they don't mention it, but there is like an orange, like a blood orange note in this. You can definitely tell in the opening. And the reason I know that is because it smells very similar in the opening to Versace Eros Flame. It has like this woodiness as well as almost like this little bit of powderiness mixed with that distiller's spice, like a cinnamon or something like that. And then you put that together with this blood orange, mandarin orange, whatever it might be, and it comes off very similar to Versace Eros Flame. As you work your way into the base, you get that wood really popping out, and then it kind of comes off like a Terre d'Hermès mixed with Versace Eros Flame. So if you like Versace Eros Flame, I think that you should definitely give this a shot. It's a bit more synthetic for sure. But since Versace Eros Flame is discontinued now, this might be a good option for you. And then again, you get this like woodiness, this masculinity to it that really comes off. Again, it's not my favorite because I like the more youthful style fragrances. And of the three, this is the most mature, masculine. I would say that this is going to be your anytime fragrance though, more for the fall, winter, and spring, just like the other ones. But I would say that this one is going to be the easiest to wear into the summer if you so choose. So that is the Distillers Blend, another Eau de Toilette. As far as the performance, I get only 5 hours from this one, which is about an hour and a half of just moderate to below average projection. It's a really nice fragrance for what it's trying to do, but overall, it's kind of like if you took a slightly boozy take on the Versace Eros Flame in the opening of Versace Eros Flame, and then after about a half hour, it becomes like a woody, slightly boozy version of Terre d'Hermès mixed with a little bit of like almost like a vanilla cinnamon. It's quite nice. Let me know if you guys have tried that, what you get from it, if you like it, and what kind of comparisons that you guys get from these fragrances. So again, my favorite is going to be the Spice and Black Vanilla, followed by Cremo's, the Bourbon and Oak, and then the Distillers Blend. Can't speak today. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, comment below, let me know what your favorite cremos are, and I'll be back with another video. Peace out.